Do you desire to overcome inner resistance, lack of direction, and lack of clarity around purpose, plan, and paths? Do you live your life without positive consistency and without commitment? As a young child, I had always desired to be greatly rich. There is this burning desire in me to be wealthy. But as a growing adult, I have inner resistance, lack of direction, lack of clarity around purpose, path, and plan. This resulted to always negative consistency. Never had I had positive consistency, no commitment. I always ask myself, how do I get rich and wealthy? I never ask myself, how do I get rich and wealthy doing what I love? Or why do I want to be rich? Or what do I do with the wealth when I've acquired them? Considering this set of questions led me to meet some personality in my life that have greatly impacted me. First in the list is Napoleon Hill. There are three central lessons I learned from him that have shaped my life so much. First step towards rich, title Think and Grow Rich, very famous. He identified burning desire as the first step towards all human achievement. Then, secondly, in his 15 law of success, he also identified definite chief aim in life as the first law towards becoming success. These two concepts is the first lesson I learned from him. As at the time, I have a desire to be rich, but I have no clarity as to what richness is for me and why do I have to be rich. So I applied the rest 12 principles towards rich and the rest 14 law of success towards coming up with my definite chief aim in life, which inherit my desires. So in summary, I learned from Napoleon Hill the burning desire, the chief definite aim, and also accurate thinking, which is self-control. Accurate thinking and self-control has to do with our mind. Napoleon Hill recognized our mind as a tool, mediator or instrument or coordinator between our physical reality and our spiritual existence. He recognized that the mind mediates between our physical reality and our spiritual existence. Our spiritual existence is our spirit, which is our true self, which is extension of the universe or extension of God or extension of infinite intelligence. It is the extension of creation itself. This your true self is, as I understand it to be, is you that has made the decision to occupy your mind, to use your mind, your emotion, and your body to have a physical experience in this universe. And from the day before you were born, this you, which is your true self, has always existed in state of consciousness. And then I also learned from him that in between the desire and the achievement of the definite aim, there will be a moment of temporary defeat or a moment of disappointment. In addition, the teaching of Robert Kiyosaki also supported this principle. Robert Kiyosaki summarized his statement that success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you manage disappointment along the way. So, all these put together, I begin to build my life, focusing that to have the definite end, or that one thing which I live for and possibly will die for, is my goal for the next 6 months. I also watched or studied the work of Tony Robbins, where the one that striking the concept, the Tony Robbins concept that strikes me most is emotional home. He described emotional home as a place where we live emotionally. So sometimes you can be happy, but at the time you return back to a state of home where maybe sadness, maybe confusion, maybe anxiety, maybe desperation, maybe optimism, it may be pessimism, any kind. So, like Tony, he said that emotional home can be positive or it can be negative, but you created it by yourself, by the story you tell yourself all the time. So, I apply this principle. I begin to tell myself that I have a definite purpose in life. I have a reason why I am born, and I have strong desire to accomplish it. As I apply those principles, before long, I grow unquenchable desire to identify or articulate my definite purpose. And then I constantly live, or I transform my emotional home to happiness, joy, love, courage, certainty, confidence, optimism, and so on. The other work that made impact on me is the work of T. Harv Eker. He grouped the human reality into two. He said we have inner reality and outer reality. He referred to inner reality as a combination of our human spirit, our emotion, and our mind. And the outer reality he referred to as what? As our body and our physical environment. Now, T. Harv Eker conclude that any result we have in our outer reality is determined by our inner reality. That when our expectation in outer reality is not met, we need to look into our inner reality for the possible cause. And when we are planning upward move in life, then our focus should be to change the inner reality so that the outer reality can be automatically adjusted. Now, another author that I so much enjoyed his work, and his work has greatly impacted me, is Jesse Eder. He said that there's a need for alignment, that we need to align our inner reality with our outer reality, and also align the component of inner reality. That is, align your mind with your emotion and align the emotion with your spirit. The spirit knows it all. So every time there is a disalignment between the emotion and the mind and the spirit, it always result to conflict, inner conflict and resistance. So the best way to deal with inner conflict and resistance is to align your mind, your emotion with your spirit, which automatically will influence your body and your everyday results. So in summary, I was able to put all this shit together and overcome my inner resistance and become crystal clear about my purpose, my path and my plan, and start living a life of direction, which led me to a life of commitment and positive consistency. Every minute, every second of my life can be linked to my purpose, and whatever I do become enjoyable. The process become so much enjoyable that I forgot to look towards the destination, even as much as the destination is more important. Thank you for your time. I would want to encourage you to follow through so that as we go into this journey of self-discovery and becoming all we want. Thank you.